Hello everybody, and welcome to another video with your host, your favorite Finn TMS. Now today we'll be looking for something different on my channel. After about a break of 10 or so years, I have finally picked up once again Warhammer 40k, or in this case actually 30k. Now, and I have a little box here that I've been teasing on the Facebook page. I turned my cosplay page into a crafting corner page, and so now that I have the opportunity, I want to show off my models before we get to the stuff in here. And let's see, I made some this is the first dude after a long break that I painted. Excuse me for the lighting. This is probably the most unprofessional setup I have ever made, and it's soon to be changed. So, yeah, he's the first model that I made after all these years, and I'll show you a picture here. This model that you currently see on the screen is one of the original ones from about 10 years ago before I sold them. Probably the best one, so that was my skill then. And now, let's see, where is he? I have, here we go. And this is my current skill. Mind you, I did play some War Machine not so long ago, and it, yeah, let's just say I decided to dry paint one of them. It didn't really work out. Oh, so sorry for the lighting and all, it's not really working out, but hopefully you can see some of the detail on this model. And I decided to try some drilling. As you can see at the end of the bolter, the muzzle breaker is actually drilled through, and it all worked out pretty well. I kind of did miss the alignment on the plasma gun, or both of the plasma guns, and I busted one of the bolters. But yeah, I love these bases. They're all muddy and all, and this guy has a the sword is all. But without further ado, enough with these. I made like 3 different ones. What you saw here was just a regular bolter boy, you know, your average armour legionnaire. Then I had these. I like to call these guys honored. There's 2 of them. One of them is carrying the Vexilia, and they sort of have the reversed paint scheme, as you can see. And then last but not least, let's take out this guy. I call these the worn, or as you can see, they barely have any color, and their armor is pretty battered looking in terms of a paint at very least. But yeah, so I made these 3 different ones, and I'm still planning on doing some stuff with those bases. So I have some wonderful little experimentation to do. But yeah, enough with these guys. Let's get to the real stuff. And so, without further ado, but you know, this is the first time I have ordered anything from Forge World, so the standard box cutter doesn't really do the job. So, you know, what I thought is that I gotta make it special somehow, so maybe. But then again, I have a HQ unit in there, and you know, this is rather unwieldy and a large sword, so you know what, I don't wanna have a head roll off for no reason.
Shut up, Ferris, you are dead. Am I?
So, you know what, still, I got some other stuff, so, you know, this should do fine. I mean, it is fancy, but it's modest. It is a technically, you know, just look at that grip, look at the size of that blade. It's like a tactical knife for the Legionnaires, so this is perfect for the Iron Warriors. It's like a trench knife or something like that. So, let's get to it. Obviously inspired by other YouTubers who do have some sort of fancy knives. So, you know, I didn't want to lose to them. So, here we go. Let's see, what do we have here? Let's put this away before I cut one of my cats. So, oh my god. Oh, let's get that out of the way. The Forge World actually have a box. I am surprised. And as you can see, it's the, Legion Sicaran Battle tank. And, I was expecting this to be in a lack of better term, in a bag. But it seems like Forge World has stepped up their game. I'm surprised. Let's throw these away. And then I have, let's see, it is the Techmarine in MKIII armour. Now, this is the guy, I could have cut with katana, even if this guy did lose his head. It wouldn't matter, because I'm replacing it with the helmeted one. But yeah. Oh, that looks that looks good. I was sort of surprised. Like, I have heard so many horror stories about the Forge World and their models, but let's see. I suppose with the tank, it's more a case. Let's hope there's not that much warping, because I don't wanna start dealing with that stuff. Come on, get out. I only can record 6 minutes at a time. Nice little bubble wrapper. I'm keeping this. And, some of the stuff are in the bags. The tracks apparently are not. And what I can tell, they don't really feel like, okay, there's some release agent, but I think Forge World has actually washed these pieces of resin, so, yeah. Well, either way, I'm gonna wash them myself, regardless. Oh, maybe there is some sort of sticky stuff. Either way, looking at the outside, I don't see any, anything wrong with them. Some minor stuff to, up here that I need to worry about. Nothing too big deal. Ooh, what do we have here? Iron within, iron without, and guide to building resin models checked by, not too long ago, like a week ago or so. So maybe this is like a new patch of, cool. And now, let's get to the other pieces. I'm probably not gonna open these, but, who am I kidding? I absolutely gonna open this. But let's check the barrels, which, sorry for the shoddy camera work, that's gonna change. I do have a tripod coming in the mail, but that's gonna be weeks away, so I'll probably hold off the building this until I get that stuff. So let's open this up and get a closer look at the autocannons. Yeah, one of them, this one seems, oh, just a little flake in there. This one is pretty straight, but the other one, it's just, I guess it's visible in camera. It's just teensy bit, but it's more or less straight. And this is the front section of the tank. And here we have, well, I don't know what this is, but it is a plate. It's an armor plate. Maybe something in the back. Let's get all this stuff. And I'm planning to magnetize these las cannons and the heavy bolters, so I can swap them around. And I think I'm only going to put the magnet, depending how strong it is, into the bottom. Because I don't see the point. Why would you have it on top? The sponson is going to keep it in place, and I get to turn both of them if I so wish. So I think the one magnet should be enough. Like, I've seen people put magnets on both top and bottom, and then they would kind of glue the sponson on top. But you know, you can just slap it in there, and it's kind of locks it in place too. So that, who knows? We'll see how that turns out. Probably gonna make a video out of that. And I can't tell. I think both last cannons are straight. Yep, looks like it. Here we have the turret. Nothing there. Let's see. And oh my god, I'm sort of excited. It doesn't really convey on the video, but like, I kind of expected the model to be a tad bit bigger, but then again, it's about slightly smaller than a Land Raider, and I did own like 2 of those, so yeah. And from what I can tell, well, I won't know until I'm actually assembling it, but at least from the outset, I don't really see any air bubbles that are notorious for the resin. Well, I guess on the key up here, but I haven't spotted any on the model, although I'm feeling that you guys on the comments section, if anyone's watching this, probably have spotted millions of them. And I'm just, yeah, looking good so far. And then there's a whole bunch of bibs and bobs in here that, oh, one of them actually has broken off. So I believe this piece was held here in some orientation or another, and it has broken off and taking it's like edge out of it, but that's actually fine because, you know, this is the kind of, this is on the side of the sponsons, like it's an armor plate covering the sponson. So if I just put some black paint on that and make it look all like, oh, it was hit, you know, that's fine. That's fine. Nope, there's here it is. Its counterpart. So some other piece has come off. Ah, okay. So this is the piece that came off, which, you know, I can just turn that away. Like, I can just put some green stuff on that, I guess. I have never used green stuff, so that's going to be an experience too. But yeah. So, there we have my Sicaran Battle tank. I really wanted to get either a Fire Raptor, like my 1,000 point army for starters, because, you know, I have 2k points army. I had a terrible time deciding what units do I want, like what to buy first, and I managed to shrink that down by making a 1k list, and it more or less came down to the Techmarine, the in my case it's shit, I've forgotten. Whatever. Forge Lord? No. Forge Fund? No, god damn it. Okay, I have forgotten. That is embarrassing. Iron within, iron without. But yeah, I needed one of these, a Fire Raptor, one iron automata, iron circle automata, and 2 squads of Mark IIIs. And I already had one, so I did one. So I had a decision between the 5. And I decided to go for these 2 first. 1, because I need these, and 2, because the Fire Raptor apparently is a notoriously bad kit, along with Storm Eagle. And this apparently is very beginner-friendly for the resin thing, so it was recommended. Yeah. So, I decided to get... There seems to be some slippage on the tracks here, if that's what it's called. But nothing really, that looks like, I don't know, that could be just, I could just put a texture paint on that, like mud and all that. But yeah, But yeah, for my the 2K army and all that, like I managed to track it down to like 5 units that I needed. This Fire Raptor and Iron Circle and one of the squads, and I decided I managed to even cut it down further by just throwing the Fire Raptor out for the just to 2K list and get the 2 Iron Circle automata. So all I'm missing now is some squad of Mark III and Iron Automata, which, look forward for getting those in the future, once I'm done with these 2. And after that, I can actually get to play. Aside from Kill Team games, I have a 100-point list for the Iron Warriors. And I have played 1 game, and my friend had a notoriously bad luck with the dice. I wish this guy was turned around. I could open this, actually. But, yeah. My friend had notoriously bad luck with the dice. Meanwhile, I had what I would refer probably as a beginner's luck on my side. And the number of ones he threw was just insane, while I kept throwing 6s on same dices, and I just had to turn around because I was bursting into laughter when he was getting number 1. And he was pissed, but he's very competitive in nature, so when, stuff keeps happening like that, he gets very upset. So I didn't want to piss him off any further by laughing my ass off, so I tried to hide my shame, in a way. But yeah, oh, that is beautiful. The one thing I don't like about this Mark III kit is that he doesn't come with a helmet. So there's no helmet for the Mark III. So I'm planning to get some nice helmeted head for him. Also, what I'm going to do, or what I want to attempt, is to, since he's going to have a wildcard charger in every list, I think I'm just going to slap a magnet inside here on this backpack, so the server arm is on this side, and up here I'm gonna slap a wildcard charger here. I just need to get an extra one. So it's like, if anyone's seen The Death of Hope, yeah, that's more or less what I'm planning to do with the ironically, Imperial Fist Techmarine, but it is what it is. Oh, that is gorgeous. I didn't even know the miniatures could be this detail. So, that's what I got from Forge World. Way too long video for it, I guess. I'm just gonna put these... Oh, goddammit. I'm gonna put these to soak, and then I'm gonna probably do some sort of video once... I'm just gonna clean these up and all that before I start assembling and all that. So, yeah, look forward. Expect to see more Warhammer stuff on my channel more, but, being unemployed and somewhat poor, it's not gonna be like a weekly upload or anything, let alone, it's probably gonna take a minimum of a month before I get a new unit or so. But then again, this looks like a lot of work to do, so I'm not exactly in a rush, and this is actually surprisingly heavy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, iron within, iron without, because Unbreakable Litany is way too long for me to remember. So, yeah. Die, you loyalist scum.